Gary, eventful game, eventually a 2-1 victory. We march on.
Yeah. If someone would have said to me coming into the ground tonight, you're going to get a 2-1 victory, I'd have took it. If I can only talk about the first 60 minutes, I'd be very happy, but I can't. I've got to talk about the other 30 as well. I thought for 60 minutes we was really good. I don't think Jake Laban had a shot to save again. I thought we was the most bright. You know, we had 3 or 4 good chances first half, one in the first minute. Got the penalty, we've hit the post, we've dominated the game really. Come out second half and we started brightly again. You know, set pieces I just felt was probably the only way in for them. And then they had a man sent off, we scored, and you just think we're going to kick on. Then they had another man sent off and you think, right, lovely, 2-0 up. And then we'd done our best to grab defeat from the jaws of victory, didn't we? So, or a draw, because we just give too many fouls away. You know, we were still trying to force a pass even though we had 2 extra men. And then obviously we had a man sent off and they put a couple of balls in the box late on, and that would have been a travesty if we would have drew the game. But, you know, 9 from 9 and through in the FA Cup, we'd have took it. Like I say, you only play really well probably 5, 6, 7, 8 times a season. The rest is a grind. I think we've been playing well. I think we've been playing a lot better than we was last year. I think we've been playing some really good football. We've been really, really tight defensively. But tonight against, when they lost men, we just, I don't want to use the word panic because we've got a lot of experience on the pitch, but I took a couple of players off to give them rest, thinking, you know, did I take the liberty? I'll look at myself for that. But we've got a good squad, and if I can't take Storer, Kelly, you know, lads off to give early, like there was the first 2 off, if I can't take lads like that off, then that's a poor, you know, showing of our squad. But, you know, the subs come on in the previous game and done brilliant. So maybe that weren't a game. Maybe I should have left it a little bit longer to the lads who are the pace of the game, who are comfortable on the ball. You know, you throw lads out there, they're not up to game pace. And they then scored from the set piece, which was really disappointing. Lads are saying he's offside, I don't know. But, you know, and then that was just frantic, wasn't it? That was horrible. But we're, you know, you got to credit Rugby as well. They kept going, and with 9 men, I think that was a free hit for them. And yeah, that's probably not one for the memory bank, but that's a great 3 points.
Yeah, like you say, you know, they're going to throw everything at it, haven't they? They have to. They've got nothing to lose. Not sure about our red card at the end of the game, and I'm sure you're not going to comment on that, but
I can comment. I don't think that's a red card. On the first tackle on Nuts, depends how the ref's seen it. That's probably an orange one, isn't it? Like, that's probably, we want a red, they want a yellow, and we got the red, but the second one's stupid. He's been booked and he's just absolutely put Nuts in the stand, isn't he? So that's a definite red. I think Hughes is a bit harsh. He said he kicked out after, but I don't think he did. Hughes not that type of player, you know. Minutes ago against 9 men, I'm not sure why he would kick out in their half. That surprised me if he did. I'll have to watch it back, but they're unhappy with the ref. Obviously, because they had 2 red cards and a penalty. We're disappointed with the thing, but that was a high-paced game, probably tough for the ref, so let's not go in on him. There was plenty of my lads made mistakes tonight. I might have made 1 or 2 as well from the sideline, so let's not hammer him for that. And 9 points from 9, home game on Saturday against, you know, a Coventry Think side. You know, John's team will be well organised. They'll know what to expect from us, and he'll have his team set up. You know, probably, you know, I speak to him after each game, and he knows when he come to Corby, if he can quiet the crowd down, then, you know, that'll help him. And the 2 previous times he's been at, since I've been there, we've scored relatively early. But they've had an unbelievable start to the season, didn't they? You know, they're probably, I don't know how they got on tonight. I think I was drawn at half time, but, you know, they're probably pound for pound one of the minnows in the league. But he'll get the team really strong. They'll be hard to beat, and, you know, there's no reason why they can't finish halfway up the league this year, because they'll be organised, strong, and they pick up magic results like they did against Mikulova first game of the season, and the second game which they won. So be a really tough game Saturday. Not expecting anything different, but that'll be a tough game for them as well. So, you know, we're looking forward to it. And then we've got the local derby, then we've got the FA Cup. So that's that's frantic at the minute. But you know, this is the silly month for that. You know, August is the silly month where there ain't no player protection at our level. That's just play. Midweek work, go to work all week, play. Go to work all week, play. But there you go. And replays in the FA Cup if you draw, but they don't when they get to the first round.
Yeah, very quick question. This is going to be the last one, really. Your thoughts on the FA Cup draw?
Tough. You know, they got. You know, you look at I think they're expected to go well this year at step 3, but we're at home, aren't we? So that levels out the level. You know, a home team, a lower level home team against a higher level away team is always a good recipe for a cup tie. We can't really look at that yet. Obviously, my full focus now
of course, yeah.
is on Coventry Sphinx, and that'll be the full. You just don't get much time to enjoy your wins at this level, because obviously you're straight back into it in 2 or 3 days' time. So, yeah, looking forward to Coventry on Saturday. Really pleased with the 3 points tonight. Less pleased with the performance, but there'll be times this year where I'm really gutted because we played well and not got the points. So, you know, I'll take them when they're here, and yeah, we'll draw a line under it and move on to Saturday.
Okay, Gary, thank you very much.